Jai Shri Mataji. A very good morning to everyone. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us recite Shri Ganesh Mantra.
साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः।
Let us place both our hands on Mother Earth. Let us bring our attention on our Muladhara chakra. Let us slowly bring our attention upwards towards the Sahasrara. and let us try to establish our attention in our Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, kindly bless us all with a state of complete silence.
So all absurd ideas are more visible now and audible. I think it has taken hardly 20 years to do that. So all that love, all that affection, all that compassion, all that peace, all that wisdom has vanished. Where are the women who were the torch bearer of that? Children are insecure. Husbands are insecure. As a result, wives are also insecure. And the kind of domination now, in a very subtle way, is on women, which they don't realize, that they have to play into the hands of men. Whatever men say, whatever they like, they have to dress up like that. Because then you are not attractive. It's prostitution. Why should we try to please so many men? It's slavery. Women, when they lose their sense of chastity, they become slaves. It's a continuous slavery going on. Such a pressure on the minds of women. Instead of looking after their health, they are looking after something nonsensical, is to please all the men. Why? For what? You must see it in right perspective, what I am saying. You are not independent. You are not free. What's this? Huh? This is American music. Comes out of where, I don't know. And that has started this derailment. So this interviewer asked me, what's wrong with America? I didn't know where to put my finger on. But I think this is the derailment. Women have lost their power. They are responsible for the society. They are responsible to keep the society intact. There's a story written by Rabindranath Tagore, very interesting, about a writer. So he was telling his wife that I'm writing a story where a man wants to elope with a girl. She said, really, that's horrid. He said, all right, if I had asked you to elope with me, what you would have done? She said, I would have called the police. You know, in India, there were women who committed Johar. Do you know, have you heard about that? You don't know what it is. I must tell you, it's very interesting. It's a story of a lady called Padmini. Very beautiful woman. Of course, she was beautiful because she was beautiful, not to attract other men or women. She was just beautiful, that's all. And one king who was an emperor, Muslim, they are also funny people. He heard about her beauty and he wanted to see her. she was very angry, and everybody was angry that he said like this, that she was beautiful and all that. Indian women don't like. If you really know an Indian woman, if you tell her, you look very beautiful, if a woman says it's alright, but if a man says, she won't like it. Never say that in India to anyone. Otherwise you are in for trouble. है कि नहीं बात सच्ची? They are all understanding. हम लोग का कल्चर ही उल्टा है. So, this beautiful lady Padmini had such faith in herself that she said, all right, if so, ask him to come and see me in the mirror. So they put her before the mirror and he could see her reflection in the mirror. But he must be a modern man, emperor. He got excited with that. Instead of feeling the serenity of this lady and the soothing quality, she felt excited. And now he decided that he will attack this country unless and until they give him Padmini. It was too much for the men of that place to give their queen. So, when this emperor attacked, he came near the fort and he sent word that if you do not send Padmini to me, I'll attack you in the fort. This is that they can't do that. So Padmini said, all right. She was also very intelligent. She told her husband that to send a word that we are sending the queen. And you have 100 palanquins ready. And let 4 persons carry the palanquin and inside all the weapons. And let every palanquin have another soldier inside. So like that there will be 5 soldiers, so 500 soldiers. And the king sat in the first palanquin himself. So the palanquins entered inside the caravan where these people were all settled down. The emperor's whole thing was settled down into big caravans all over. And they put down the palanquins. So they were all drunk, thinking that now so many ladies are coming and we'll have a nice time. When they opened the palanquins, the soldiers came out and killed one by one. They fought, but could not do any better because there were only 500 people. They had told these ladies that in case we get lost, you will know because there won't be any fire. So till 4 o'clock you should wait to see some fire. Or if we win, we'll lit up a fire for you. So they waited till 4 o'clock. There was no fire. So they made a pyre, a huge pyre, and 3,000 women burned themselves alive before any man could touch them, inclusive of Padmini. Were not very old. Hardly this must have happened about 400 years back. So now you will realize what women are losing and how men have in a very subtle way dominated them. We just don't care for all these things. Men cannot produce children, can they? They can't exist without women. But you don't play into their hands like this. Men will not, they say, respect a woman who is serene. Is not a fact. They only respect a serene woman and not a cheap woman at all. I've seen in all my life like that. So it's the responsibility of the women, as I told you last time and again I repeat it. The more I come to America, the more I feel this is the problem. It's the mother who teaches the children how to behave. It's the mother who gives compassion and security to children. It's the mother who gives stability to the husband. It's the mother who caters to everything that is the social life. And what's wrong with America is nothing, that our social life is zero. We are getting destroyed, completely destroyed. So, as a mother only, you can control the whole world. You see, I am a mother and I am a woman. I don't dominate people, do I? I can work out without domination because people do not care for domination. What they care for is love. They hanker after love. These are all temporary phases, will disappear. But it will leave a very, very bad mark on the history of human beings, of America. Maybe if people do not take to such style of life, maybe you will find the whole of this country will be completely finished in no time. It's a very serious danger. All kinds of funny diseases are coming. Will not be destroyed by Russians. No. No atom bomb is going to destroy us. We are going to destroy ourselves because our powers have become cheap. They have lost their faith in themselves. So it is for men also to realize, to respect their women. Not for something very, very cheap and frivolous, but for something that they are, the Shaktis. Unless and until the men understand this simple thing, you cannot save your society. Sahaj Yoga is all right, but for Sahaj Yogis it is very important that they must develop the proper balance of family life. Proper balance is very important. That's the real wise thing we can do. To save ourselves, and by our example we can save others. I'm happy now you have some Indians with you. I hope they are not westernized. And they are keeping to certain good things. There's nothing to learn as far as economics and politics is concerned in India. They don't know that. But definitely the society, the social side is very important. And if there is no society, there cannot be a nation. There will be anarchy. Thus, the accent in a Sahaj life should be a balanced, proper married life. Concentrated, deep married life is very important. And then you will be surprised that you will enjoy so many things because all wasteful things are gone and finished. Like a lady who was coming to Sahaj Yoga, suddenly she started buying very good tapes and very good tape recorder, this, that. And I said, how did you manage? She said, Mother, now I don't do anything on any one of these things. I don't need all these makeups, this, that. I don't waste my time in diets, nonsense. But I use it now for good purpose. And such people can never have money problem because it's Lakshmi Tattva. Of course, women should not dress up like beggars, of course not. They should not. They should be like Lakshmis. They should not behave like beggars at all. They should not be parasites. They should be dignified mothers. And motherhood is the epitome of the growth of a woman, and not her bridal dress, permanent bridal dress. It's not even a bride, it's something dirty, filthy. That's what Sahaja Yoga is, and we should cater for our motherhoods. We have to even mother our husbands. That has to be done. Thus, we will revive the social values in America. And even if there are 100 people as you are, if you have done it, we'll do it for the rest of them. It can be channelized. But you must understand that what I am saying is a serious matter. And you don't know what a disease it is that you have to overcome. It's a disease. You make your men weak with that. You yourself, you are weak. Make your children weak. And God knows what makes you think that domination in the gross way is of any help. There's nothing to compete with them. They are different and we are different. So what is there to compete? Once we accept our situation as women and as men, we become beautiful part and parcels of the whole. That is this Virat. That's what one has to. Radha herself was Radha. Ra is energy, Da is the one who sustains that. Without her, he could not kill Kamsa. Do you know that? He had to ask her now, enter into my being. Otherwise, I cannot kill him. If he could exist without her powers, he would not have her there. Not only that, afterwards he had to get his 16,000 powers as wives. And all the 5 elements, their powers as his queens. Though Sri Krishna is a great incarnation, no doubt. But without Shakti, he could not do anything. One must understand the value of this work of Sri Krishna that comes from the Shaktis. And even when we have to call his name, we do not say Krishna Radha, we say Radha Krishna, Sita Ram. Their names are taken first because without them they don't exist. But that is Adhyarut. That is in the underground. Sanskrit word is Adhyarut. It's a beautiful word, you see, but now in English, I don't know what you say. Underground. Is there a better word for that? Something poetic. Undercurrent. That is the undercurrent. They are the undercurrent. Are very powerful. And this is what is simple to understand if you really want to save this country. And for children, I feel they should get all the security from the mother. Not the spoiling, but the security, the correction. My mother used to say that mother is the enemy of the child because she's the one who corrects the children. Because father corrects, then the children sort of do not like the father. But if the mother corrects, it's all right. Even you have seen Sri Krishna was corrected by his mother. I had this beautiful story about how she corrected him. You have heard about it, that once he ate some butter with other boys. She came to him and she said, "What do you mean by eating this butter?" He said, "I never ate anything." He said, "Then how do I find all this here?" He said, "These boys have put it on me. I never ate anything." She said, "All right, open your mouth." When he opened the mouth, she saw the whole universe within him. And she took him to his heart. Even Sri Krishna had to do that. So that motherhood has to come within us. And that is how Sahaja Yoga, which has come to you through your mother, will be respected. You must respect women as mothers, and mothers must respect them as mothers. Even a little child in India is called a mother. If it is a girl, they'll say we'll call them by the name mother. So this feeding of motherhood is only possible when we expose our motherliness, and that men expect that motherliness in women. So today Sri Krishna's land needs a mother. May God bless you. Now, I was thinking that all the people should be introduced to me. Danny said he will do that. Introduce means I'm already know all of them, most of them, but should be reintroduced.
Me also.
Because the mother, she wants to know her children again and again. That's just mother's one concern, nothing else. It is quite cold here. I was telling you to take the sweater. You brought it? Good. New York is so warm. We are all perspiring there. Not just now, but later on maybe. I think you keep it handy.
Mataji, I'd like to introduce boys from Dayton, Ohio, and their leader is Johan. Johan, can you introduce each boy?
Can you get the presents I have for them?
Let us recite the Mahamantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्र स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for blessing us with this beautiful meditation. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us all meet again tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.